Hey, this is Nate with Underground Fitness Revolution, and this is What's in My Fridge Part 1. We're going to look at what's in my refrigerator, and Part 2, we'll look at what's in my freezer. So let's go ahead and take a peek at what is in my fridge. We'll start at the top. As you can see, I've got eggs. These are 18 packs, and I get them from Sam's of extra large eggs. One of them marked boiled. 2 are regular eggs, some butter as well. I normally buy 4 and 5 of these at a time because I eat 3 eggs a day, and each one only lasts six days because of 18 in each pack, 3 per day. You got the math. Don't be afraid to eat your eggs, especially whole eggs. You won't find egg whites in here or egg beaters or any of that other junk. Eat the whole egg the way God intended. No, it's not going to mess up your cholesterol. Even though eggs contain cholesterol, you need the cholesterol. It actually is very healthy for you. It does not cause bad cholesterol. You know what really causes cholesterol issues? Sugar, carbs. Those things are what's really causing cholesterol problems, not cholesterol in eggs. So eat your eggs. Down here on this shelf, you'll see that I've got my Frigo cheese heads. I really like these. They're great for snacks. I pick them up at Sam's. This is a 48 pack. You save a lot of money that way, so I highly recommend them. Behind that, I got my Alfresco sun-dried tomato chicken sausage. I really like these, and they're all natural ingredients, and very little other things are in them, and they're really good, and they're high in protein. I use them in my eggs, or I can saute them up and use them for a meal. So they can be sauteed or grilled with some peppers and onions. They're fantastic. Behind that, I've got cheese. I usually buy whatever's on sale, whether it's Kraft, Publix, Sargento, whatever's on sale I buy. Usually cheddar and mozzarella, since I use those the most. Some more string cheese back there. My salsa, I love this stuff. It's all natural, no sugar added. Great on top of my eggs, so I use that often. Back here, cottage cheese. I highly recommend cottage cheese because it's high in protein and it's really good for you. I get 4% milk fat because you need the fat just like you need cholesterol from the eggs. You need this stuff, people. Don't be afraid of these fats. The fats you should be avoiding are trans fats. That's what you want to avoid, or fried foods and that kind of junk. Not fat from normal foods. It's good for you. It's healthy for you. Your body needs it to help you lose fat. You want to lose fat, you need to eat fat. Now, for people who do want to cut calories, okay, 2% milk fat is fine. And that's okay. So you can do that. I don't recommend non-fat typically, except when I buy my Greek yogurts, which I highly recommend is Greek yogurt. These are non-fat. I buy Greek yogurt mainly for protein content because Greek yogurt is rich, it's creamy, it has a lot more protein than any of the other typical yogurts you find out there, and it's very low in sugar. These have 14 grams of protein, and I bought them when they were 10 for 10 at Publix. I just picked the Chobani up recently, and what I like about this is the same serving size, both 6 ounces, but these have 18 grams of protein and low sugar. So skip all the other yogurts around there. They're all junk. Even the light yogurts, they're junk. They're loaded with sugar. They're not that good for you, and they're lower in protein. So stick with your Greek yogurts. Get plain, non-fat, unless you can spare the calories, if you're not really looking to lose a lot of weight. And then go with the full fat. I buy the full fat version as well. It's fantastic. It's extremely rich and creamy. Next shelf is kind of bare. Not a whole lot here. Some leftover chicken breast, some hummus, and I've got some more turkey sausage. This is the Italian style of the Alfresco brand. Otherwise, I normally have either leftovers here or extra veggies. I don't have a lot of extra veggies, and we'll go over that in part 2 because they're in my freezer. Down here for drinks, it's pretty easy and basic down here. Water and some almond milk. I drink water all the time. I recommend everybody drink at least half your body weight in ounces of water every single day. Seriously, that's how much water you should be drinking every day. If you don't like water, find ways to like water. Stop making excuses of why you can't drink water. Whether you like it cold, whether you like it room temperature, I don't care. Squeeze some lemon in it. Squeeze some lime in it. Squeeze some orange in it. Do something. Drink your water. You need water. It's so important for so many processes. Occasionally, though, I like almond milk, especially in the morning with breakfast, and I like this because it's easier to get my vitamins down when you have something like this. I don't like milk, so I use almond milk, and I do get the original. This is what I recommend. Don't get the vanilla or the chocolate. They have a lot of extra added sugars. You don't want that. No milk. I don't like milk because it's got too much sugar in it. I don't believe you need it, and it will make you fat. This is something that Tim Ferriss even noticed when he was doing his new book, The 4-Hour Body. He talked about that, talking about people skipping milk in their coffee. Instead, use full fat cream and only 2 tablespoons. But if you skip milk in your diet, you will lose weight. If you want to gain weight, drink milk. It's been known to help people gain weight, so drink milk. No fruit juices. Why? They are junk. They're nothing but sugar. It doesn't matter if it's 100% juice, it's still loaded with sugar. Do you realize that? Orange juice, a cup of orange juice, it takes 6 to 10 oranges to make 1 cup of orange juice. Do you really need that many oranges in one day? Do you need that much juice? No, you don't. You don't eat 6 to 10 oranges in a day plus all your other meals. Nobody does that. That would be ridiculous. That's just too much sugar, too much fruit. Like we tell our members, eat your fruit, don't drink the juice. That's what you need to do. I don't care if you've got kids. They don't need the juice either. They certainly don't need Gatorade and sports drinks and energy drinks either. Get them drinking water. You could do almond milk as well. I don't recommend soy. Soy is crap. Do not do soy. It's been shown to lower testosterone, increase estrogen in both men and women. You don't need more estrogen in your body. Trust me on this. You don't need it. Plus, it's highly processed and highly commercialized, so skip the soy. Stick with almond milk. Stick with water. Stick with unsweet tea, herbal tea, green tea, that kind of stuff. You could do Crystal Light and that kind of stuff in very limited quantities, but because they have artificial sweeteners, I wouldn't recommend using them too often unless it's stevia or stevia, however you call it. Stevia is probably the best artificial sweetener out there. Moving on down. Veggies. Spinach. Green leaf lettuce. Other than that, I don't have a ton of veggies in here because these are the things that I either use on a daily basis for snacks like carrot sticks or even green peppers, or again, green peppers, onions. I got 3 different kinds of onions and tomatoes. They're easy for everyday cooking is what I use these for, or for snacks. So that's why there's not a whole lot of fresh in here. How much fresh you buy depends on what you like and how you want to do things. Fruit, I don't have a whole lot in here. I got some apples, I got some tangerines, and then some lemon and lime juice. Again, I don't eat a lot of fruit. It depends on what type of carb rotation diet plan I am using. That's when I implement the fruit. Right now, I'm not eating much fruit. So it's not that it's not healthy for you. It's just that you don't want to overdo the fruit. It still contains sugar. I would recommend that most people, probably 2 servings a day of fruit is be perfect. Over here, I'm not going to show you my other shelves. They've just got supplements on them right now. I'm going to do a separate thing about that, you know, multivitamins and fish oils and all that. But as far as this stuff goes, a lot of it I don't even use. I do use and recommend mustard. The turmeric in here is actually really good for you. So I highly recommend that you use mustard because it actually has really good benefits to it. I don't usually use Worcestershire, but sometimes I do for cooking. Same with the soy. I don't use ketchup. I don't like ketchup, and ketchup is loaded with high fructose corn syrup, so I don't recommend that. I do use Parmesan cheese on some of my meals. I do not touch mayonnaise. I think mayonnaise is disgusting. Again, you can use Greek yogurt as a substitute for mayonnaise and for sour cream. And not only does this make me gag from the smell and the taste, but mayonnaise is just not healthy for you. It's made with a lot of hydrogenated oils like soybean oil, and you don't want that. And it doesn't even matter if it's those new mayonnaises where they use olive oil. You know what? If you look at the ingredients, olive oil is like one of the last things they put in it. So they just put enough in there so they can claim it on the package. Don't waste your time. Use other stuff instead. Down here, my nuts. These are my 3-pound bags. I get them at Sam's Club. My whole raw almonds and my walnuts. I highly recommend nuts. Loaded with healthy fats that you need, like omega-3s, and also contain fiber and some protein. Great for snacks. Even great with salads and some of your meals to add some of those healthy fats. So there you go. That, for the most part, is my refrigerator. These are the type of foods that your refrigerator should contain. If it does not contain these foods, you're probably making yourself fat and unhealthy. And you need to get that junk out of your fridge and put the good stuff in. This is what your fridge should look like. If it doesn't, you've got some changes that you need to make. Whole foods, the stuff God intended, all good for you. It's all natural. It's the real deal, and don't fall for some products that say they're all natural, because, you know, there are plenty of packaged products that'll say that, and they're not good for you. So there you go. That is my refrigerator. This is part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. We're going to check out my freezer.